Hello, air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Hope all is well. Thank you for tuning in to Spiritual Vibes Tarot, where it is my mission to impact you enough to know thyself. This is a work this week reading. And if you are ever interested in a personal reading specific to you, please check the description box below. It has all of my information. Well, enough information for you to get in touch with me and schedule that appointment. And what you don't know, I can help you fill in the blanks. Okay? I don't like to spend a lot of time on promos, as you know, so I like to get on into the reading. Again, like, share, subscribe, and comment. Okay? It helps out a lot. And I love hearing what you have to say. And I'm going to go ahead and get into your reading so we can know what you have to contend with. Hopefully all good stuff, right? Again, this reading is a work this week reading for air signs, sun, moon, and rising. Sun, moon, and rising, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. And the first card that you have, wow, is the Nine of Swords. And just so you know, although I have meditated, shuffled, and all of that with the cards, I don't know what it is until I turn it on with you. I know when you know, okay? So that first card is the Nine of Swords, and it lets me know that when it comes to work this week, your mind will be at ease. For whatever reason, you have sorted something out. You've gotten the answer. You've figured it out. Okay? Or for some of you this week, you've had your say. You got that stuff off your mind. You got that stuff off your heart. I don't know what it's about yet, or even if the cards would tell me, but I think that's good news, because anytime I get the Nine of Swords reversed, I know it's going to be all right there, okay? Because I am mental. I mean, I just think all the time, you know, just always in my head. So to give thoughts a rest is a blessing. And the reason why you can do that is because a decision had been made. Now, maybe for some of you, it's you making a decision, or it's a higher up, because the Six of Pentacles is my De La Croix card. And if any of you know anything about Spike Lee movies, there's a movie called Bamboozle, and what is his name? He's a whining what is his name? The whining brother. He plays De La Croix, and he had actually changed his name to that, you know, because he was rising up the ladder and stuff, and he had to make some decisions about a TV production, okay? And he chose these two homeless guys who had been trying to get his attention all the time, you know, but at the end of the day, historically and maybe psychologically, they had been bamboozled just like the rest of us. And I hope that this is not the case with you all, okay? Maybe some of you will be bamboozled in the end. But right now, you got your answer. You've gotten, some of you, maybe you've gotten a request. It could have been a raise this week. Some of you could be getting a raise. But whatever it is, you asked for it. You asked for it. Some of you may actually be in the streets, you know, and you're able to, some wealthy person's going to come along and bless you. They're going to make a decision because of your request, okay? And they're going to allow you to have some balance this week. And all of it is stemming from the Justice card. And the first thing that I saw was that blindfold. You know, remember when I told you, I hope you're not bamboozled, because I truly believe a lot of times when psychics and intuitives are saying stuff and they think they're slipping, it's something to it, okay? And there's some judgment being done blindly in this. Now, you think you're doing the right thing, because in Bamboozle, he thought he was doing the right thing. It was only until after the fact. You know, his plot was to get himself out of the job. That's what he was hoping to do. But it ended up being a domino effect. Okay? For some of y'all, this is a bird box situation. You got to go into this. This is stemming from something blindly. Yeah, you made a decision that you wasn't so sure of, and you went on it by faith, and you got your prayer answered. And here comes Mr. Six of Pentacles, okay? Some of you, you decided you were just going to go along with the steps, whatever they were. You know, you just didn't question it. You know, some stuff may have been crazy to you. Some stuff you may not understand. It may have been a lot of legal matters and information that, you know how they put all this stuff in a contract. You be like, oh, this stuff, I don't. Well, some of you combs through that stuff. I know I do. I don't want anybody to think they pulling the wool over my eyes. But even in all of that, because I'm good at reading contracts now, and I can go through it and pretty much know what they're talking about, even though I don't really know. To me, that's what I'm sensing from this Judgment card. And all this is coming from just you, just pretty much going with it, okay? And just trusting that, you know, that everything is on the up and up. And your outcome card is the Four of Scepters. That's a big old welcome for you waiting. Yeah. Some of you going to get an invitation to come on in for that orientation maybe. And some of you are going to get an invitation. Maybe this rich man paid your way to get into something. This rich person or the person in charge has paid the way for you to go to something, some event. Some of you. Maybe, you know, it's got to be a business event, I'm sure. Yeah, because I'm seeing where some of you really have to focus on what's going on. Some of you may be into journalism. And so, you were chosen to do the work, okay? The boss man, the person in charge, or the wealthy person want you to do the work for them, and you will be invited. I also hear photography, so some of you being hired. Maybe some of you are self-employed, and this Six of Pentacles person is going to hire you to work his event, okay? And again, like I said, some of you can breathe easier because you have been chosen for the position. You've been chosen for the job. Now, your spiritual vibe oracle message is cry aloud. And that is reflected by, wow, the reverse Emperor. I love when the Emperor is in reverse position. Okay? So let's look at that. Okay. Right away, this is telling me that you need to say something to the headmaster, the head man in charge, or the HBIC. You go on and open up and say something, you know. And in fact, let me tell you something. This week is the best time to approach them because they are in a very lenient mood right now. They are just feeling like they want to just sit back and see what's going on. You know, watching the cats and the mice play. You know, at work, you're going to kind of have that feeling this week like the manager is chilling. Okay? But let me tell y'all something. Oftentimes, especially the Emperor, when the Emperor is chilling, he's just watching what's going on, just taking notes, you know, just letting everybody be who they are. Because he will turn up and get serious about putting things back in place because he is an organizer, he is a coordinator, okay? And when it comes to tarot, please understand there is no gender, okay? Because believe me, we're in a world full of bitches, so you better get used to it, okay? It is no male and female, it's just what it is. It's either male, female, or energy when it comes to these tarot cards, okay? But it's going to be a great week for air signs to go ahead and talk to the head man in charge, the HMIC or the HBIC or HWIC. head woman in charge. Okay? Go ahead and say what you got to say, because I really believe this is how you're going to be able to get this 9 of Swords as well as this 6. Okay? And when I just thought about this, with those added, that becomes the number of humility. So be humble after the fact. Okay? Be humble after the fact. The bottom line, or at the end of the day, your spiritual vibes oracle message is Drake. And he is reflected by the Page of Cups reverse. Okay? I always hear God's plan when I get Drake's card. Now, that don't necessarily have to be it, but I'm hearing God's plan. There is a face-to-face conversation that's going to take place, and it's amazing that you have the Cry Aloud card that's crowning your reading, because at the end of the day, you're going to have this sweet talk, very up close and personal. It won't be a long conversation, but he may be talking to this person that's in charge. Okay? And that could be that little fish in the cup. Remember, the fish is also a token of wealth. Okay? So it's probably how you're going to get this 6 of Pentacles or the 6 of Coins this week. Air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So go ahead and don't be afraid to have that conversation, because the Cry Aloud card lets me know that, you know, you might be a little nervous about it, and you have to say something. You have to say something. And in the end of the day, it's going to be all good. It's going to be a bit welcome for you, an invitation or something. And I'm very happy for you this week. I wish you all great progress and success. Again, hit me up with some comments, like, shares, and subscribe. Until then, you all be blessed. Peace, one love.